Test 1 2 1 2 3. Mm, mm. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. Right now, Kiko, Brother Guru Jared, welcoming Margaret, Grace. No one said it would be easy to stand up for the right thing. Welcome everybody to the moment. We also have nature now, or more of the nature vibes, if needed. Taout, we in the moon now. Working on different things, but right now we're not necessarily needing to do this right now. It's whenever we're in a more meditative state. Either more music and talking. Lead with music. And the calmness leads to the wisdom. Welcoming Moon Yoga. Eliyahu, the dreamer. Frankie is here. Melissa. Lots of noise going on, right? Noise. I also managed to raise the quality of what I'm doing with the looper, so go something like this. But I got to get the other mic. Need some grounding. No cicadas tonight? Do you need cicadas? We got everything basically. I'm just working on, every time you change something, you have to reintegrate your intuition. Because, to intuitively make music. Takes time to integrate with what you have. Welcoming Frank. Peace and blessings from the West Coast. Thank you for being here. A lot more people online now. That's what I noticed. A lot more sound healers out of nowhere came out of the blue. So glad to see many people stepping up to do their part. And so maybe I will have to take a break from music and focus more on teaching. If there's a lot of sound healers, you know what I mean? Okay, let's reset. Welcoming Mermaid Island Chick. Nessa is here. Isa. Yeah, thank you for coming and hanging out. Being a good host. I've been making more content. Speaking content. Just do my part to see how to reach people, how to connect people, what does what does TikTok need from me for me to grow? And so, of course, because I listened to advice from Sister Sassy Mom, who told me I need to start doing posting goals and stuff because it's part of the system. It's like when you don't use it, so you have to surrender to the system and still live from the heart, Live from the heart. The times are definitely escalating. I think it's all the same, man. It's all the same. At the end of the day, it's more about sometimes you learn more things in life, and what your paradigm keeps breaking over and over. And so when our paradigm keeps breaking, it means that our brain, our consciousness is expanding. And as you go deeper into wisdom and knowledge, it becomes really abstract, and you can lose your consciousness. I would say you could lose your grounding, right? Because what kind of shattered everything previously, but then you have to learn how that system works. Why did we think like that? Why was my mind so closed? Why am I trapped in BS? And now that I'm beyond it, it's shocking to see how many people stuck in BS. But you can't say that to people who don't know better and aren't open. So you have to just play the game. You have to learn how to flow with the system and play dumb. But there's no point in telling people what they're not ready to hear unless they love you and you love them, which means trust. You have a deep trust with each other. trust. Interesting, huh? Ten o'clock, oh, 10 o'clock here. Let's try. The amount of time, the truth is so, when you start to be connected to it, to the world, when you start to see and connect with good people of all sides, instead of being in a bubble, you start to learn a lot more. This is why I don't hang out with the mainstream consciousness, brothers and sisters. I don't want to be stuck in a bubble of ideology, of closed-mindedness, even though I may identify as somebody on an open-minded side. But when we choose a side, we oftentimes have chosen a political path. But when we don't choose a side and we see from all the perspective, now you have become a threat. When you don't choose a side and you're willing to step back and see the big picture, now you're a threat to the people who need you to take a side. They will sweep you under the rug pretty much instantly. So this is why you have to learn to play dumb sometimes. Especially when you're a community leader. Because you're just another person. But the positive influence that you do in the world, you fit in a certain puzzle and you light up if you're in a flow of that purpose. If you plug yourself into a role and you don't light up, it's not your purpose. Sometimes you want to speak on politics, but you're meant to be focusing on spirituality. Sometimes you want to work in religiosity, but you're meant to work in politics. Right? So it's not what you want. It's where do you feel the most fulfilled? That's called putting God first. But many people put politics first, ego first, ideology first, but they miss this thing. That's why we talk about, right? Because now I'm thinking, man, I need to do a better job at protecting the community with the religious people who are negative. So I think it's mute first time and block second time. Because recently it's been more and more, and I think I need to be more firm, because if there's a more flow, we have to be more firm. Right? Just mute first time, 5-minute mute, not permanent mute. Because as they continue to do the same thing, instead of wait for them to come the next day to do the same thing, just mute them for 5 minutes. If they continue to be disrespectful, block. Because I'm like, why it messes with the flow, but we still want to have some sort of compassion. Right? Let them have their spiel. Let the banner come. Yeah. It becomes like a banner that comes like, oh, that's okay. Because when you're nice, people sometimes come to complain. You know, when you're nice, people sometimes will come and test you. Oftentimes. This is why I just stick with the truth. I have my boundaries. Know your role. Jabroni. Some people like to pontificate. Not what is pontificate? Turning out. Pontificate. The only Ponti I know is a Pontiac, which is not existent now. Talk too much about it. On the spiritual journey, you run across that a lot. Welcoming Antavik Livre pontificate. Everyone should be invited to the table. Yeah, like again, every day I get tested with compassion, but I have to learn how to have good boundary. Right? It's different when you're a leader of the community, because you want to have harmony. Harmony takes time. It doesn't just happen right away. You have to slowly take action because you want to learn from the lessons. If you move too quickly, you don't learn the lesson. It shows up again. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you want to block too quickly. It'll show up with other issues in life. Breathing in, be aware that you're breathing in. Breathing out, be aware that you're breathing out. Every little thing is gonna be alright. When you have chosen the spiritual path, you choose the light. The light's needed in the dark. It's not always easy to bring the light into a dark cave. It's like bringing a lantern into the cave is very scary if you don't really believe in the light you carry. But when you shine your light very bright, it's easy to go to the dark cave and be effective. Right now, people forget the moment. We forget the basics. This is the same rodeo, same circus. We focus on the happiness destination that we miss the happiness in the journey. This is the old game. We're looking forward to change later when we can change our perception, our focus, our life right now. But they don't want you to know about that. Who's they? Your own self, your ignorance. Because when you wake up, you don't wait for the government to change. You don't wait for the system to change. You don't wait for your mama, for your ex to change. You become the change you wish to see in the world. Doesn't matter. What matters is what you do. What action do you take on a daily basis? But mature people don't want to, right? Mature people know that already. Everyone knows that damn quote, be the change you wish to see in the world. But who the hell practice it? Most people be the complain. Be the blame. Be the complain. And then they come and use the quote, be the change real cute. Everyone knows that damn quote, be the change. People believe in it too. But how many people actually practice be the change? Nope, easier to be victim. Be the victim you wish to see in the world. Be the change. If you want happiness, change your perspective. Learn to forgive. Learn to love. Learn to have compassion. Learn to be grounded. Learn to meditate. Learn to pray. Learn to be in the present moment. They're not going to be out here teaching people meditation, but you can. You can represent peace and love in the world, or just join and don't complain at each other. Right? Just join the TikTok live discussion, talking at each other. Oh, is the audio unsync on? How's my audio on YouTube, Sister Angela? Is it okay? Because there was a technical difficulty in the beginning. I could turn it on and off. This is old news, brothers and sisters. The same politicking, the same victim consciousness, the same complaint. But when we teach each other, okay, maybe Brother Leonardo, maybe reload your YouTube, brother. Sometimes it does that. Right, this is an old rodeo. This is why I'm on here. Creating positive energy instead of telling people repent for yours, right? I'm not here to do that. That's the same game. Whether it's religion, right? Whether it's politics, it's the same thing. Be the change, so I changed my name. When you become a positive light, people will learn to be positive because look at your presence. Look at your shine. But you're not here to like market yourself. Watch me shine. When you genuinely shine, people start to have faith in you instead of you have to yell at people to be love your damn self. But instead, you can feel it from your tone of voice, the look in your eyes, the way you walk, the way you play the singing bowl, the way you play the flute, the way you live your life. Your energy naturally market for you. You don't have to pay. You just pay attention. You pay respect. And then you have boundary. That part we've been learning very well about boundary. You already know. How about some cicadas? I forgave him and myself in no respect for. Let me just be honest with you, is that I'm being very nice. I'm being very gentle. But before I came on TikTok, like on Twitch, that was a different Tanet. When I come on here, I'm like, holy crap, I'm being very gentle. Because to train light workers, to train future bodhisattva, to train future healers, it requires hammering, because the world, there's a lot of negativity that comes at you. And if a loving person doesn't train you, people with ill intention will do that for you. People with negative, right, mindset will come to. Not with me, sis. If you think I'm, because that's what's needed. But I could tell who real one, who wants to do the work. Most people just are inspired by the work, but when it comes time to practice, they keep failing, and they don't learn from their failure. And then they wonder why their life is up and down. Because we're not paying attention to the lesson from the universe helping us train to move faster. Every time we choose compassion over ego, we keep transcending. Because you say, oh, I want to serve God, I want to serve humanity. You don't realize you're getting tested sometimes. You just think random stuff's happening. You ask for it. I meditated again last night in Chakling. My husband joined me. You already know. Yeah, a lot of people go, I want to be light worker, bodhisattva. I want to serve with Jesus and Buddha. What, you think you're just, okay, here's the sign-up sheet. The moment you say, okay, let me serve, it's already coming. The lesson's already coming. Right? That's why if I don't see people doing the work, I feel reluctant to even collaborate with people. Because your energy speaks volumes. Just the way you speak, the way you walk, the look in your eyes tell you so much already. If you just pay attention to people. The universe is always teaching you something. At the end of the day, when you find deep joy and you help others, we all win. That's the beautiful part. We all win. But the training is difficult. That's why even the master won't train everybody, because most people won't even show up. They just want it, but they won't show up. You know what I mean? And some of them show up, but they don't even show up consistently. They show up consistently and they can't even do it on time. Now they show up consistently on time. Now they can't even improve. Now that they improve, they don't even aim for excellence. Do you see how many levels? And now that when you aim for excellence, can you do that for the rest of your life? It's so many levels of devotion. And as you keep surrendering, you become excellent slowly but surely because you know it's possible. You have a teacher, you have mentors. That's why years of devotion is not just like, yeah. But it's possible because we have amazing teachers on the planet. We have amazing teachings. We have amazing light in us already. It's already here. It just requires you to constantly grind and stay committed. Sometimes humanity just needs a little bit more magic. Still testing some audio. Let me redo that part real quick. Thank you. Good. Made Sister Diana, sister, feel better. And shout out to you getting a bamboo flute. Thank you, JAP, Purple Funk Loops. She's not sleeping well, yeah. This music will help a lot. สวัสดีครับ คุณวิญญาณ My ear need this. My ears need this. Well, I'm glad you're here for it. Thank you for loving your damn self. Because a lot of people right now forget the basic. Stop. Breathe. Slow down, relax.
guardians of planet Earth, protectors of the water, land, and above. We are the angels of planet Earth. Be the change, meditate, spreading love. We are the guardians of planet Earth, protectors of the water, land, and above. We are the angels of planet Earth. Be the change and meditate, spreading love. We are the guardians of planet Earth, protectors of the water, land, and above. We are the angels of planet Earth. Be the change and meditate, spreading love. We are the guardians of planet Earth, protectors of the water, land, and above. We are the angels of planet Earth. Be the change and meditate, spreading love. We are the guardians of planet Earth, protectors of the water, land, and above. We are the angels of planet Earth. Be the change and meditate, spreading love. We are the guardians of planet Earth, protectors of the water,
Welcome, everybody. Are we in the present moment? Welcoming Clementine, JAP. Graphics. Changing it up, changing the flow. How did you come up with it? Creativity that everyone has. There's also jellyfish. If we need to go underwater. Sometimes we go to the nature, but it's been getting stuck. Had to work on it a little bit more. But I think just keeping it simple is easy. I mean, it's already not simple, Full effect on landscape mode, yeah. This is, if you don't know, we have landscape mode on TikTok. Welcoming Ellie, Trinity Chiki, surrendering to the vibes, the loving vibes. Interesting, huh? Consciousness shift. The season is shifting. The football is kicking. The soccer is happening. The school is happening. The mothers are driving. The fathers are working. And we may go back to sleep, away from our dreams, from our calling too. The politics may be ticking. The religion may be kicking. But are you present in the moment when all of this is happening or not? What an inconvenient question. Are you present in the moment? Welcoming always slightly sleepy. Hey, thank you for the raid. Oh, it's nice to see you here. Sleepy raid. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you, NASA258. X the Lancer. Love to sleep. I am not asleep for sure. Maybe we need to go back to our roots. Remember our roots. The basic. You like Zen? We could do Zen for you. How Zen you trying to get? You know what I'm saying? How Zen you trying to get? This Zen? Very demure. Very cutesy. a quick shout out here to our sister, always slightly sleepy, holding it down. Holding down the sleepy vibes. Thank you, Diana. The sleepy vibes. Oh, gotta refresh the page. Gotta stay grounded, brothers and sisters. You're tired. What should you do? Rest. But some people not resting when they're tired. It's like basics, but we're not doing it. So thank you again for the always sleepy, permanently always sleepy. Can you play some bowls? You wanna... Y'all want the sleepy bowl? Wrong answer only. Thank you, Deanna, for the team bracelet. Haley, Melly, Kalesi. Algorithm is changing again. Why is it changing? Money. Power control politics. The same old. This is our singing bowl setup. Just a little bit. I think many people appreciate it, so. Earth, wind. Wait, there's no water. Let's do yellow for purpose. Solar plexus. Thank you, Robosker. Thank you for the follows, by the way. DMNX, what you really want. Khalil, RW, RPG, Alexi, Ghost Guy. Welcoming everybody. I wonder if it has its own consciousness at this point. I just go with what I see. Whatever. Are you in Houston? We in H-Town, yes. Let's see here. Ever since I've been a full-time content creator, I've been live almost every day. I learn a lot about how easily people can get triggered by choice. Like the system is triggering people like by design, right? It's not an accident. It's doing it because there's a cause and effect, which is very interesting. And so I have to help people ground and calm down because many people don't know how to chill the F out. Yes, I'm multi-streaming. I'm on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. And my personal Facebook too. So. Speak more on that. Well, let's do some singing bowls first. Yeah, let's do some singing bowls first. I know y'all want more. I was reluctant to learn about politics, but the master made me. He said, "You need to learn because it's how the world works." Because I always did not want to I'm like, hell nah, I don't want none of that stuff, man. Let me just stay to my spiritual lane. But then when you learn how, like, what makes people very ungrounded? Bad news. Constant negative news. Remember to be with your breath. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. What's crazy is that I come from a generation where there was only mainstream news, and we're coming into an age where there's other options. Think about that. What does that mean? We actually have options now to explore so many, everything. Remember how they were trying to control the internet in the beginning? Do you think they stopped trying? Let it all go. Hello, Twitch boy. I hope you're enjoying the hits from the bowls. Inhale, exhale. I love the spiritual journey because it's about peace and love. Even when you get away from peace and love, you can always come back to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get off track, but just get back to it. But if you're too attached to your ego, you're not going to follow peace and love because you're following ego. Many people follow ego. Hits from the bowl. But you can't say that part out loud to the people you don't trust. People want to label you right away. Because labels have nothing to do with love except ego, politic divide. Because one love We breathe together, we smile together.
One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright.
Welcoming Greatest Good Tarot, thank you for the raid. You have to learn to play dumb very good. That is like one of the greatest lessons I learned from the master. Play dumb. When you play dumb, you learn from everybody. Right? Because you're humble enough to not pick a side. Hey, welcoming brother, Greatest Good Taout. I hope you had a wonderful cheeky stream. Not sure you're still the cheekiest fellow I know, Greatest Good Tarot. Got the voiceover sound. Sounds like somebody from a James Bond movie. Maybe he's the one that make gadgets for James Bond. You know, kind of clever sounding. Naughty. You know what I'm saying? Like, naughty. I'm like, are you, I'm not sure. Is he a voice actor? Is he Australian? Not sure. Even though I don't understand what you're saying because thank you. Thank you, Hiago Aona. Could you sound any more like Dick Van Dyke from Mary Poppins? Dude, he just told everybody he come from a generation where he watched black and white TV. Oh, remember back in those days? If you want a TV, you had to put a it was a color barely. You gotta use your hanger to make an antenna, and then you gotta put foil, aluminum foil on the antenna. Oh wait, maybe that was just my family. Flintstones. Don't call my house, I'm downloading music, okay? If you call in, the dial-up disconnect. I'm trying to download from WinMX right now. I'm trying to download some Tupac and you're messing up my downloads, bro. You got mail. They brainwash us. It's nothing but spam. Okay, shoot. That's a trigger. Ooh, it feels good because it feels like I'm in a commercial. You got mail. American Online. They send you They send you 50 CDs to download AOL 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, 5.0, 6.0, 7.0, 8.0. You collect the whole wall of AOL 5. Like, you got a whole wall of CDs. You can make a mirror from AOL disc sending to your house. You got mail. We got blackmail. They attacked you with the CDs, man. Shoot. And then I don't know where you have a friend. We have Netgear or Net Zero. That's even slower, bro. Back then, like, they were both slow, but Net Zero was just like more meditation time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you type a website, you just had to do like 3 breaths. We're so spoiled now. Coming soon. If you want to watch a video, that's like 20 breaths right there. You want to, and that video, that's gonna be like a 15-second clip. 20 breaths. And then somebody calls in. It's a telemarketer. My dad answered one time and straight up, "Hey, where are you from?" They go, "Bombay." "India?" We start investigating. Who the heck? Where are they calling from? Y'all from India too? Since back in the day. Back then, welcome in, Christina. Back then, if you want to do a group call, it costs money. Like, if you wanted to multi-call, it costs more money to do a group call. Texting cost money back then, like per text. God, they milk you, you know what I'm saying? Per text. But now, you can group call like 1,000 people for free. Times have changed. You know what I'm saying? You can video call, not even voice. Video voice. People dancing together on Zoom meetings nowadays. God, we're doing yoga on Zoom. If you tell people at that time, like, why are we hanging out online? I would rather hang out in person. I don't know. You know, imagine explaining that to people. Like, if you came from the future, why the hell y'all hanging out online instead of in person? Well, internet got very fast, and things cost a lot more money. Hanging out requires costing money. The internet helps you kind of save money, but not really, because it's trying to tell you. That's one repercussion. That's that Rona repercussion. What's wrong? It could take a fortune to call someone. It would take a fortune to call someone who lives in another state. You would have to get a special phone card to call across the world. The gold card or whatever, right? Because that's what we did. And actually it cost so much, we just sent cassette tapes. Like, my mom would record me singing on a cassette tape and mail it to my father. It was just cheaper than like a phone call. That's so crazy. $0.75 a minute in some state. How old are you? Just curious that you lived in a world with cassette tape. What kind of question you're asking? Okay, that's off limit. Hey. We don't ask those kind of questions, okay? Now I'm 36. Like, I'm sorry. Happiness make you feel young. I laugh a lot. You know, respect your elders. Whoa. Respect your elders. She said Botox. It's collagen, okay? It's collagen. Lies and slander. Somebody in the chat like, meow. Somebody in the chat like, man, I'm quietly sitting here 54 and they're laughing at 36 right now. Man, I'm in the 60s and they're laughing at 36. It's okay. It's fine. I'm gonna be at that age soon. Okay? We got a wide demographic, okay? This community, this stream, got like 19-year-old to like 80, okay? Because I know that person. You know what I'm saying? She says she's 78. Yeah, so. Because it's a loving community. It's like genuine. So when it's genuine, you have a whole spectrum of people. But it's not hype-based community. So it's not addictive. So I make sure you're not addicted to the community the best that we can. everyone reaches the next decade in time. Damn. How many decades are you? 3.5? I'm 8 decades, like. Word. Let me shake your hand real quick, you know. There's a lady at a temple, 10 decades. She's 100 years old. That's literally the oldest person I've ever talked to, Miss Min. I'm like, oh, I got blessed by it. I got to talk to a 100-year-old lady. I played a flute for her too. This one. I think she really liked the Japanese. Love from India. Oh, thank you, Rit. I have some Indian flutes too. Welcome, Loli. Thank you for the follow, Petty Guardian, V. Kaysen. Welcoming everybody. Sister Sowen, nice to see you here. Carrie, Leonardo, Al, Renelle, Diana, Trinity. I like that one, very ancient. They all have some ancient sounding qualities, but I think the oldest sounding one would be like the Japanese flute. You know? Angela says Japanese is my favorite. I think what's older than this would be like the didgeridoo. But I don't think I want to play that right now. I mean, I could, but yeah. All the super bassy flutes have an old feeling, but I think the smaller flutes are more authentic because you have to start where it's easiest to make the flute. So just the regular, like, see, this size flute may be easier to craft. Even this size flute is easier to craft. It's like a bird call, right? I think you can guide meditation with anything, because when you learn how to speak in a relaxing manner, people start melting, right? You could do ASMR with your voice, brother. Greatest good tarot. Is it easier to do overtones? I'm not exactly sure. No, I think there's overtone flutes, like the higher registers. No, the bigger flutes are easier because there's more control, right? Because there's more air that can fill the space, right? Like this. And really, it's more about the flute maker. Yeah. Sexy toads. They want everything. They need all the dopamine. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with like this is considered a bit larger too. Right? I think this is like beginning to be a bass. Right? Something like my dog's tilting her head with the sound. But this is a lot louder, as you can see. So when you pay more for the flute, you're paying for that overtone that's crisp, right? If you don't pay more, you almost don't get it sometimes. And some flutes just don't do it. Yeah. Some Native American flute can do overtone. This is like the loudest, I think, Native American flute I have. It's made from hardwood. And I believe that it can overtone. I just don't do it because the mic's right here. And then for me to, I have to like lower it like 50 value to just regular sound. Saludos de Colombia. Hermosa music. Muchas gracias. Donde yo soy de Tailandia. A casa in Texas. See, this one doesn't do it. This doesn't do overtone, but I've seen flutes that are designed to overtone. But of course, it's going to be at least $200 to $300 to begin. Let me try with this one. Now the Bansuri, the transverse flutes, can because they're designed in a different way. I love my didgeridoo. I love my didgeridoo too. It's a fun. There's a time and place for it, you know. When people in their heads. Can you circular breathing? Yes, I learned. Yeah, I learned it. I think the beginning of this year. I just kept practicing, and out of nowhere, it just kind of happened. For example, where do you get your flutes? Everywhere. So this is a bass flute, right? Would you grow a beard? I don't really, it doesn't really grow. It just does this little thing. It's not, yeah. Thank you, Affinity B. Right. So I gotta lower the volume. Now, if you pay more, of course, the overtone sounds better. The higher registered sound better because with hardwood, the density of the sound that's traveling, like the sounds, the vibration stays in the tube. When you use bamboo, it's a lot thinner, so a lot of the vibration escape. So that's why using high quality aged wood makes the the frequency stay in the tube rather than escape through a thin bamboo. This is really thin. So all right. Of course, there's thick bamboo. Like the Japanese flutes, the transverse ones are thick bamboo. Let me try. This is also kind of a thicker, it's not even thick, but I'll try. What's the best material? The harder the wood, the more piercing the sound, and the more expensive. And so some flutes, it's all about characteristics, right? Some, like this is a really soft. Okay, let me just share with y'all the difference. Okay, no, it's like shit. I mean, there's like stuff like mahogany, like this is like mahogany. I'm not sure, but it looks like either mahogany, right? This is really soft, light wood, and this is hardwood of the same key and the same note. So I'm gonna play the soft wood first, so y'all can hear the difference. And now the hard. Soft wood. Hardwood. So you could hear the difference, like hardwood, and this was broken, I fixed it, softwood. Interesting, right? And now there's a difference between 3D printed and not. Let me move this because I can tell this is kind of in the way at this point. Just move it. you a flute class. So, welcoming Billy. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you're enjoying the lessons. So this is something like mahogany. This is a family heirloom. My uncle passed away. I took over. Thank you, Sister Chrissy. Doing her ASMR. Looks like she's having fun. So thank you for live streaming. I have a PVC version in a lower note also. But I don't really play it, so I put it up. So this is 3D printed, and this is wood. This is light wood, right? A lighter in a key of low D. Sounds like this. Let's start with 3D printed so you can see the difference. Wood. Of course, this is a drone flute, so you could drone it. They're all beautiful at the end of the day, you know? I'm just showing you the difference, but it's all magic. I'm getting a triple drone of this version, so it's coming soon. If you don't know what the triple drone is, this is the triple drone. 3 flutes in one. With 3 holes. I've been playing this a lot because people have been needing it more. You know, we're just so caught up in distractions. And so when people are caught up in distractions, they forget to be in the present moment. So they need more things that remind them, remember to be in a moment. Horizontal mode is also available, if you didn't know, on TikTok. We're about to go in a full-on sound bath. I hope you're ready. Thank you so much for being here. Let's go on a little magical ride here. is be aware of the scammers out there. Lots of them. I may consider making a new account just because if it's a good idea, but I think it should be fine. Focusing more maybe on music. But I'm gonna do my best with what we got, How are we doing out there? Welcome in, Candy. Please continue. Thank you for posting another video on. You're welcome. I'm doing my best to grow. If you don't keep paying attention and trying, you won't grow. Just like I'm aware that the music right now, the people who need the meditation music are here. But right now, a lot of people need loving, peaceful words. Welcoming Bogo Dave, and I see. Thank you for the follow, everybody. SD Grumble, T-Rex. I'm reading while enjoying. The algorithm is changing online towards politics and news. There's a wave for it, There's a wave for it. And so we have to stay grounded in peace and love and understand what's going on, why is it happening, and how can we be a peaceful presence? How can we be a light? How can we be a peaceful inspiration to people? And so we cannot be sterile away from reality, which our society has politics. And so we have to learn how to flow and unite people, And so there's ways to engage that are harmonious. There's ways to engage that are disharmonious. And before you can engage in deep talk, most people cannot sit through a sound bath for that long. Sound baths are a big deterrent for people who don't want to be present. But we're like, trying to chill. Right. So when your mind is very busy, you keep running with it instead of slow down and ground the mind. And so this is why I say that sometimes we're being controlled by our phone and we don't even know it. And it's not healthy because we're not using the phone's using us, which is why our song, we are one family, one love, get rid of the distractions, we can heal from the drugs. Brothers and sisters in love, let's use the internet, not let the system use us. One love, one light, one design, unite humanity. Because when I stream every day, I see the issue. And I don't even like using political words because it makes you instantly in your head words like gaslight and propaganda, right? Ugh. You see, like when you start using these political words, the vibration just... That's why I don't use this language. Gaslight. Dump that out of your dictionary. For real, don't even use that language. Because it's not healthy for uniting humanity. Right. And so we have to have a time where we engage in talk, but we have to have a time where we chill. You know what I'm saying? That's why we do both in this community. If we chill too much, we don't learn anything. If we're talking too much, we're not calm. And so when I engage with people, I'm looking at, are we just talking at each other or we're having a conversation? Are we absorbing what we're speaking or are they here to talk at me? When somebody comes to talk at me, I know that this is not somebody who's going to be a lifelong friend, right? Because good people have a genuine conversation because we're willing to like test our principles and values and integrity. And if when you don't have integrity, your ego will get hurt a lot because you're just choosing your ego, my side, which is not very, which is all very difficult because nowadays it's easy to program people. Just put it out on media on your phone. How do you generate funds from doing this? Basically your donations. Everything's donation based. So I don't really Yeah, that's really it. Subscribers, donations on 3 platforms, YouTube and Twitch. And so everything that I'm doing is donation based. That's why I can say whatever the F I want. That's why I don't have to kiss butt to find people to come to my side and create divisive talk. Instead, we're unifying because why? I lead with love in everything that I do. Because I'm tired of seeing people on, like, especially TikTok live, thousands of people like at a stream that's not healthy for humanity. Right? Yeah. It says you never ask. Yeah. People donate on their own. I don't ask for it. Is that okay that people donate to me? Is that allowed? This is why people here are from the heart. Because you don't have to be here. There's nothing that the message that we teach in this community is love your damn self. Like, wait, what? What do we get if we subscribe? You get absolutely nothing except to support me. So imagine the amount of people are still supporting me. Why? Like, that's why, like, you don't have to do anything. That's why I'm grateful for, because people's lives changing. Yeah, people's lives changing. Let me unsub and unfollow, says Huma. The first time I watched your broadcast, there was hardly anyone. Now there's a lot of people who like it here. Yesterday we had the double raid, 2 raids. Yeah. I speak very simple language because it teaches people who don't even speak English very well. Because I come from English is my second language. So I understand how to speak like simple English to get the point across, keeping it simple. So there's international. So it allows people who don't speak the most technical English to understand everything and the vibe that we're doing here. It's okay, you know, they were just asking about. My first language is Thai. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot. The main part, there's I'm here because of my faith. Everything that has led me to deep joy told me to do everything that I'm doing currently, to not give up on leading with love, and to not sell out to just doing spirituality to make money. No. It's for humanity, for peace, for love, for wisdom, that money follows God. Instead of you chase the money. Yeah. And so it's very difficult if you don't have faith. Now, luckily, that's something that I have a ton of. And a lot of love. And so, แค่เรามีกันและกันตรงนี้ด้วยความรักจากหัวใจขอบคุณค่ะขอบคุณครับ Trust me, my mother just wanted me to be like everyone else, but my purpose told me just follow your heart, even when it's difficult. The reason why we don't have political talk in spiritual community, because I know what it's like. I've seen it. I've done it. And it's not healthy. So we keep that away. Right? The reason we don't charge money is because look at what's going on with the world. A lot of spirituality with money, but missing love. A lot of people go into retreats only to come back to misery. The real retreat is devotion to the moment. But that's not a profitable message. Come to my retreat in Costa Rica, once in a lifetime experience. Only 2,222 for 2 days, for 3 days, 2 nights. We have yoga every day, vegan food, right? All the things you want to hear. But nothing about, what about my daily life? What about when I have to go back to work? Do I need another retreat then? What if I can live a life that is low stress through devotion and daily practice? No, we need people to go to Costa Rica and Bali, because I want to be I want to hold retreats to help people temporarily. Because it makes money, and I could be on vacation the whole time, but the person doesn't heal for real. Imagine if Jesus and Buddha had a retreat in Costa Rica. They would not be Buddha and Jesus. They help people in the city. Right? They go to where the suffering is instead of just be a side quest. Spirituality is not a side quest, because it's about genuine happiness in a moment-to-moment, day-to-day basis. But many people treat spirituality like a vendor booth. I'm gonna go get a reading real quick. But to practice daily requires effort. If you're lazy, you're not gonna find results. Duh, but it's not duh, it's just the ego doesn't want to see. Maybe you need to learn to improve your life on your own instead of getting a card reading every time you break up. Every time you feel disconnected from the universe, instead of going to buy more crystals and another oracle deck, maybe you need to learn to let go of your baggage that doesn't serve you. You see, that message is not profitable. The real talk, yuck. I'm trying to buy my stones. Let me buy my amethyst. Let me just buy my bougie. Can I ask, what's the hardest thing you've had to go through in life? My own ignorance. This thing makes life so effing hard. But when you overcome this thing, Buddha, Grandma, angels, amethyst is such a lovely stone, absolutely. The reason why my life became difficult, because this thing is in the way. This thing needed to be tamed, to be trained, to be mentored. Yes, I've gone through 2 drug overdose. But it wasn't that bad because it needed to happen. Right? The more difficult part is realizing my life became miserable because I didn't know better. I chose a miserable life without knowing it. And that's why I'm a teacher today, to teach you how to break free, free your mind. Is it easy? I'm just some dude online teaching for free. Because my ancestors, my master, the people before me, did not look for my money. Only the American ones. The monks were not looking for my money. The temple was not. But the Western were spirituality, $50 a month. That's the truth. Right. To be part of a psychic community and get consultation, $50 a month. But the people who showed me the greatest results charged me $0 and gave me a car, right? Gave me so much mentor and training for absolutely free. That's why when I come onto TikTok, I'm like, that's why I get trained so hard, because I was being prepared to deal with how much people were attached to bullcrap. Card readings with no result, no practice, just pay money, buy more crystal, buy another tarot, go to another retreat, and life's still the same. What kind of bullcrap is that? And if I'm too gentle, people don't get to message. If I'm too firm, people get too scared. But this message isn't for everybody. And a lot of religious people will come call me a charlatan, all these things, so I'm learning to, to deal with that and grow the community and learning. Now, I'm just grateful I could operate like this because I'm literally just helping people, and people, brothers and sisters are subscribing, even though they get literally nothing. I don't promise anything, but they feel something. Life is improving. Many people stop smoking, stop drinking, stop doing substance. Because when you do great work, people support you. When you don't do great work, you have to charge $22.22 for reading. That's the damn truth. If you do crappy work, they don't even want to come hang out with you. Right? $80. And then people, when I do free work, scammers try to take your money too. And so I stopped doing card readings for free because it confuses people. This is why I'm deciding to create another account, because when you start to be part of a card reading community, TikTok doesn't like it. TikTok doesn't want card readers. Because TikTok doesn't make a lot of money from card reading. But if you do a battle face to face, our kitten a little too high. I do. There's always a negative and positive. I will not participate in any battles. Not sure how to set up business account. Oh, I'm not sure. I don't even think you need to. Good night, Hiago. Thank you. I've been scrolling through TikTok Live. Let me see here. How do you better yourself when you feel bad about yourself? You may feel bad, but you can also change it. If you don't like how you feel, you can focus on the thing that you want to feel. If you feel bad and you keep focusing on bad, you get more bad. If you feel bad and you focus on what must I do to feel better, then you start feeling better. But of course, it's so simple, but to practice that on a daily basis. One of the easiest way to feel better about yourself is exercise. For real. Have you ever tried exercising consistently? When you feel strong, your self-esteem definitely goes up. But if you have guilt from hurting somebody, instead of hurting people, like you don't hurt anyone now, hopefully. Help people. Support people, inspire people with love, not with guilt. Don't help people out of guilt. Like, let me help you because I feel guilty. Let me do more because I know I'm guilty. I did the wrong thing. Be a good person. If you do something wrong, it's already happening within you. Don't wait for the karma to come back. You're already kicking your own butt because you do the wrong thing. And more karma's coming until you learn to shift your compass to good person, do the right thing and integrity. Some people used to steal, lie, cheat, but you know, the karma will naturally come back. But in a moment when you do wrong, your life's already going downhill. Jail, people also using you back. No one will see, but the universe is always watching. You cannot escape yourself. But don't be scared. Be a good person. We live in a life of cause and effect. If you do wrong, it's already happening to you back. And until you learn to be a good person, your life will keep going downhill till you improve. You have to make a change, not just pray only, take action. Like if you're lonely, you can actually learn to love yourself. If you're miserable, you can actually feel better about yourself if you practice gratitude. Or you can just keep being miserable. That's a choice. The moment you realize that it's a choice, because many people don't realize you have a choice always. Right? Now there may be some circumstances where it's really difficult, right? Trauma, and something where you feel like you have no choice. Right? In the past, you don't realize you have a choice. But when we're talking about this, you can change from this point forward. You can't change the past. Something's happened for a reason to make you who you are today. And if who you are today isn't happy, you can turn that around. Like if you've been damaged, if you've been harmed, and you still hold on to the pain, you can heal. You can love again. You can feel joy. Shout out to the F sharp. One of the main issue with people nowadays is loneliness. So damn lonely people. We've been programmed to be like, if you don't have somebody, you're miserable. It's like a quiet thing people don't talk about. Fear of loneliness, scared of being alone. And some people are in a relationship with the worst people because of the fear of being alone. So you stay in a toxic relationship because you don't want to let go of this cute girl or cute guy. So they use you, or you use them or they use you. One person pays the bills, one person give sex, but you're not happy with each other. You're just going through the motion. Or you find a relationship on Tinder, which is not, nowadays the standards have gotten so low. It's called fast food, hit and run, in and out, unfortunately. And then you wonder why people don't have a long-lasting marriage. Because look where you begin. What if you don't want to hurt them by leaving them? Then you're hurting yourself. That's called BSing yourself. That's why I tell you, don't BS your damn self. You stay with them because you don't want to hurt them, so you kick your own butt. You see how basic that is? It's basic when you practice it. But when you don't practice, you're like, no, but she's cute. But I want somebody to cuddle with. The worst reasons. I don't want to go to dinner alone. Well, who's going to pay my phone bill? Well, that's why you need to learn to get a job. But laziness and the lack of responsibility, it makes people do this thing where we put ourselves in a position of irresponsibility. And so it teaches people to find a way to manipulate each other naturally. Right? So instead of wanting a job, just find somebody to pay your bills. Instead of building yourself, just go leech off somebody instead. Which makes them own you. Instead of you owning yourself, they own you now. So now you're trapped forever. So even if they do you wrong, you stay with them because you have designed that. You have locked yourself into a toxic relationship life. And sometimes you do that with yourself. You go, I'm not good enough. You lock your own self out of happiness because of doubt, fear, and worry, negativity about yourself. This is why we teach love your damn self. Very difficult. Because most people aren't talking about this stuff. We're just going through the motions of life, trying to make money, pay bills. And then on the side, we talk about guys and girls hollering, dating, going out to eat, repeat an unfulfilling life. It's really inconvenient to talk about this stuff if you are still asleep. Right? Hearing all this, it's so annoying. Right? It makes you have to face, shoot, man. Well, if this bald guy has a point, now what the hell am I going to do with my life? Right? If what we're talking about is true right now, what are you going to do? Tomorrow, this stream will end. Your life will continue. Are you going to continue living that life? Or are you going to make a change? Most people are too scared to make a change, so they keep believing in a standard of mediocrity, and they say it's a good life. Imagine, right? You call a good life, but really what you think is a good life is a mediocre mother effing life. Because you're so used to mediocrity, you're like, it's good life. And you smile like this. And then the people's feelings when they get hurt, you know what they say? Stop judging people. Right? Stop judging people. Because when they're feeling get hurt, they don't like the truth. And so this stream isn't for everybody. I'm not here to pretend, right? This is why, this is why people come and go here, because we just stick to the truth, right? We just stick to the truth. It's like when I tell people, many spiritual practitioners, you're practicing conditional love instead of unconditional love. Right? When you're charging money for readings, it's fine that you at least you practice loving. It's just limited love. And for people to hear you're practicing limited love, the ego goes, you don't know my situation. You don't understand. I am doing unconditional love, but I'm still putting a price on it, charging money. And then I always bring up the reason. Well, imagine Jesus healed you and then said $22.22. Imagine Buddha gave you some life coaching and then said $33.33. But you don't understand. But that is their job, yeah. No, that's, again, this is why it is called job. And when we talk about the standard of what they're doing is called conditional love, it becomes a job instead of purpose. Do you see the difference? Like, imagine there's teachers who teach about unconditional love, but we're here practicing conditional love. It's so big, and it's absolutely rare. Right? It's really rare to find people who help people just if you want to donate whatever you want from your heart. Right? Now I appreciate people not charging so much or having a sliding scale. Right? I respect that deeply because you can tell they're trying. But you can tell some people, they're there for the money and they're good at marketing. When they make their money, they don't come. Right? Whenever people make their money from online already, they don't come live stream anymore. You know why? They make enough money. They don't need to show up for you. If you want to talk to them, you got to pay every time, don't you? That's literally what it is nowadays. Right? Once they have all their clients, they pay their bill, they got their money, they do not come back. When they need money, they come looking for more clients. And if you want to talk to them, right, they give you a little bit, but they're all like, yeah, link in the bio. Do you think there's any good life coach? Of course. Of course there's good life coaches out there. But make sure you don't follow a boss. Follow a good leader. A good leader is hard to find nowadays. With integrity. Who leads with love first. Like everyone's different, right? Everyone's standard for leadership is different. Some people lead with love, some people lead with money. When their money is low, their emotions low. When their money is high, their emotion high. When the stock market not doing good, they not doing good. When the stock market doing good, right? Money controls their life. Instead of them owning themselves, they let the external source. They're not guided by their faith. Why? They do have faith in money. Some people have faith in sex. Some people, they have faith, well, as long as they're talking to 4 girls at one time, to them that's their currency, but it comes at a cost. Right? When you practice conditional love, it always comes at a cost. Which is why a lot of people lead to divorce or, Some people have bad kind. Now you know where link in the bio comes from. Is it not conditional to peg those prospering from sharing spiritual truth? Is it not conditional to peg those prospering? What does it mean to peg? Unconditional means no unconditional means no condition. You just help people. Right. So now we're getting to the definition part. So what do you mean it's not conditional to peg those? So basically, if somebody is charging money for knowledge, that means they're sharing with you the knowledge of conditional love. Really, like, I know it's really difficult to digest because it's so like out of the ordinary to just help people without money nowadays. Master Usui, the founder of Reiki, healed people who did not have access to modern medicine. He healed poor people. If you didn't have money, he'll still heal you. Whenever he started training his new generation, the lady that made Reiki popular to Westerners charged $10,000 for Reiki mastery. That's not what the master taught. Right. So Master U's helped poor people, but instead a lady took that. Westerners need, right? She wanted to make Reiki digestible to the Westerners. What did she do? Charge $10,000 for the final level. For graduation, pay $10,000. And so now, to be a Reiki master, they give you a certificate. Don't even need to be apprenticed by a master. You just get a certificate. Back then, to be a Reiki master, you had to follow the real master around until you were ready. Right. So there's some apprenticeship going on. Instead of just get a piece of paper that make you a Reiki master. This is why I don't really like hang out with the New Age spirituality too much, because a lot of it is about business. It's about business. All right, you got crystal bowls. Take a 200-hour course. Go make money. But inside still not heal. I am a Usui Reiki master teacher. Yeah, no, well, I'm talking about the lady, like the beginning, right? The beginning, where the snake head came from. How did it enter America? Right? We have to look at where the Western yoga, where did it come from? Did y'all watch that documentary, Bikram Yoga? where the teacher was sleeping with the young students? Right? So you have to see where the head is and what has happened. Yeah. And so all of this is to teach us something. Yeah, it happens a lot. And so when that river has a stream of gurus sleeping with their young students, why do you think it's a pattern in America where yogi teachers are sleeping around with? Because the snake head did it. This is why you have to be very selective of what path you study from. Because if you're studying from a line of practitioners that has corruption, you're in that flow too. What have you heard about the Vatican and young children and young boys? And what did they find under the Vatican? Right? Shh. Look at Joel Osteen and all these other, right? You're like, shh. We just only look at the good stuff. Don't look at the bad stuff. Don't look at the bad stuff. We're talking about leaders here. Like when deeply influential people are doing that kind of stuff. And so this is why I just follow the people who have integrity. There's politics involved always, but actions speak louder than words. And so that's why I'm grateful for my own teacher. It's really difficult nowadays to not get involved with politics and ego because there's so much money and corruption involved. And when you're trying to stay clean and clear, they're always going to try to throw money at you to corrupt you. And if you don't play that game, do you still have faith? So when I'm helping people without like for donation, but I'm not even asking you to subscribe, right? It's weird that many people are not used to it, Yeah. Integrity can also be a mindset. Yeah, this is why I just go with action. Because we can define things all day. Right? We can talk about words all day. But when we look at action, what are they actually doing to help the world? Doesn't need words. Action speaks louder than words. So, but when we're online, it's all words, right? Yeah. So this is why I look at action more than words, because people talk very good nowadays, right? Because social media, clout chasing. But when I look at, this is why I don't collaborate with many people, because sometimes they talk real good, but the only time they do work is when there's money, or they get clout involved. But when it's difficult to serve, they don't. This is why I stay away from pretty words. Get to the point, help people. In the beginning, I used to use pretty words because I thought that's what spirituality was about until I found a teacher, right? Because pretty words are cute, defining things and all this, but action-based would result. You can take action, you can live stream, but nobody coming to your live stream. Why? You're not connecting with people. But you can also say, see, I'm live streaming, I'm helping people. But if you don't have great result, right? So there's a lot of layers to to self-development and improvement. But luckily, if you do it from your heart and you keep going, if you never stop where you're headed, you may actually get there. But many people get discouraged. Why? Sometimes when I first do sound healing at the park, nobody came. 0 people came. Right? Yeah. There are so many teachers out here that are helping others. It does not mean that I embody philosophy. Okay. What are you trying to say? I mean, the thing is, if you're doing good work, you're doing good work. And the universe knows. Right? If you do good thing, good things will happen. If you're not doing genuine thing, it won't happen, because that's how the universe works. So if you're doing great work, you'll have great result. It's like your result. I was just commenting on your speak of Joe's thing. Yeah, I mean that's why, like, when you see the work of what people do, like Oprah Winfrey had great result until she followed the money. Right, in the beginning, there was a lot more heart-based because the grind, right? And as you make it, you're like, I want to make more. And so the ego can creep in at any time and make you follow the money, What island this is? Yeah. Well, this is why if you're not humble enough, you will get lost by trying to keep the own network, right? Sometimes you have to let your attachment go because things doesn't work. Like doesn't the current climate teach that? Follow the money? Well, I mean, that's what the ego... I mean, even me growing up, I just thought if I had more money, my life would turn around. I thought money would solve everything. But I found differently. I know some people who are millionaires who are miserable. And it confuses you. Like, I have friends who are millionaires, but they're not happy. I'm like, I have all my needs met, but why am I not happy? Because they don't know where happiness comes from. They don't know how to have enough. They don't know how to be happy with themselves. Because they've been taught, if you don't have this status level, or you don't have this and that, you're not enough. And one day you get there, it's never enough still. That's called the hungry ghost realm. And I love these people. Do you think money is... No, I think the hardest thing to talk about is your pain. We hide our pain, but everyone has pain. We just pretend we don't feel it. We don't want people to know that we have weakness. And so that's why many people don't heal, because they don't want people to see their vulnerabilities. And so we do all that we can to make sure we're not blipping on people's radar that we look sad or down or low, right? Or heartbroken. And so we smile at each other until we hear about somebody's children take their own life. Not on my watch. Right? That's why I'm aggressive in helping people, because to me, I see this is on my watch here. I'm not here to beat around the bush, BS people, and be cute. We could be saving a life right now as we speak. That's why, because that's how it's been. So many people could be listening right now who are really sad, and they're like, right, we help them with knowledge and truth, but if we just keep BSing each other and talk spiritual talking points, be in the present moment. All you have is the now. There is no past or the future. That's why the moment is called the present. That's why I don't just read books and all the. We have to have real talk and action after that real talk. But it's not the best plan for business, but it's a great plan to help humanity. Real talk is a great plan. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I stopped doing all the immature spiritual talk that just talks about love and light. Because the healing process is very difficult. Okay, now that we're done love and light, what crap are you holding? What baggage are you holding that doesn't serve you? Let's go. That's the difficult work. Love and light. Love is just now. You just, right? We can do breathe in and out. Everything will be fine. And then they go, but I'm not. I don't feel fine still, even though after meditation, what's wrong with me? We all have the bills to pay and things. It's early, yeah. Yes, make your life work. Again, to get, I imagine this. To get to this point, I did Amazon delivery, Uber Eats. I drive people to the airport to get to this part of my life where I make less money. But I get to build something with God, with Buddha. I make a lot less money right now compared to when I used to drive for Amazon. Way less. But there's something to build and it's fulfilling. So I'm aware that there's something to build and it's fulfilling and there's purpose. And so that's why I'm watching my finances very well, because I'm watching my foundation. But I'm not here, but I have faith. I look, okay, if my money is low, but luckily, it's working out because people have been donating. People have been subscribing naturally. And with faith, I'm just glad that it's working out because I love serving God full time. Is the wife supportive of your journey? Absolutely. She has no choice. Of course, money is necessary. Like I never said money is absolutely necessary. But to serve unconditionally through donation base, you know how difficult that is? I only know 2 people. My teacher in massage therapy school who is a acupuncturist, and my master. Right? Who is just love-based, donation-based. Even monks, there's a lot of expectations. Right? The peer energy, you can feel it. It's like a diamond in the rough. And so I'm trying to inspire that because it's so needed in the world where everybody is operating from energy exchange. because we don't have faith God will provide. Right? This kind of talk, it pisses spiritual teachers off who are doing energy exchange. But it's fine. But I tell people, hey, thank you for your service. At least you're trying. But the secret is that when you operate from unconditional love, there is no exchange. You're working with the energy that's already in their heart. You're not. When I help people, it's not me helping. The universe has always been doing it. God's always been there. There's no exchange. I'm not a healer. The universe is, the Buddha is, Jesus is. So when you become the healer, the savior, you teach people, you can fix them, and so they depend on you forever. Instead of you teaching them, you got the power. That's the main issue when it comes to energy exchange. You see how, but we're talking about this because there's a lot of healers in here and a lot of teachers in here. And I'm just sharing with you what I have learned with with my teachers and the process of healing deeply, effectively, unconditionally. James says, anything exchange, borderline, everything conditional, and it's so frustrating. You're right. It's why having a disconnect is so important. Having a disconnect is so important. Yeah. Yes, the disconnect you're talking about, brother, it's actually the connect. The disconnect is actually connecting the oneness, the one love. This is why I'm grateful for the teacher that I have. I study my teacher. Like, how does he walk? Why does he walk like that? Why does he blink when he does that? Why is he why? Eventually, there was one point during my training, I got to ask question. In the beginning, I was asking, and then the master told me, you get no more question with me. I get no more question. So I was not able to ask any questions moving forward. I had to just observe. No more questions. And that's when the training really began. Oh God, I messed up so much. Or he made me feel like I messed up so much. Like, even if I did it perfectly, it's still wrong. Only to the mind, which took me about 8 months to figure out. Which took me about 8 months to figure out that every time you get scolded, the mind gets scolded. Your true self is pure, cannot be corrupted. Every time the master throws an axe, an energetic axe, you don't have to catch it, but your ego is so attached to words that you let the words poke you like a sword. I don't even have a student, I have a follower. Oh shoot. Right? Every day man. I have people walking around, they don't even know what they're doing. And it's just you that's around. Like, oh shoot, it's the cat, you know, it must be the cat or something. And then if you mess up bad enough, everybody will hear. Or whatever the lesson was. So this is why I'm grateful, because years of training, and even before finding the master, I've been meditating and devoting myself to service for a long time. And so being with the master, I thought I was like, I thought I was the worst student ever. Like, damn, I must be the worst one around here. For real. I feel, damn, I'm the worst one around here, man. And eventually, I every day that he taught me, it was like polishing a diamond. And I would show up even though it was very difficult to show up. I would just keep showing up. And eventually my mind became so still. And then my intuition, of course it's not mine, it's the universe, Buddha's wisdom. You start to have deeper intuition. Like I was connected to intuition, but through that training, it breaks your mind to where you're more connected to your spiritual eye. And it's not like meditating and it's just knowing, but sharply. Like whenever I'm sitting here and I'm streaming every day, I get to see the algorithm change in front of me. Because this is my baby, my little space, my little temple online. Right? So we're part of so you start to, so with all the training, it allows me to look at the internet and see how I can help. How can I support? Why is the algorithm changing? Why is the consciousness of the internet shifting towards this part? And how can we release that pressure on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch where we're at? I'm not here to deal with everyone, but the people that we can interact with. Okay, thank you, Deanna. Right, so the people that we can interact with, we support on here. Right, not everyone's gonna come to this stream, but the ones that do, I'm gonna make sure you grounded. Because you're coming to the dojo, you're coming into the digital temple. But it's not me, of course. It's the Buddha. It's the universe. It's love. It's just easier to say me because don't feel like it sometimes. It can be confusing to communicate that kind of language. You're like, wait, what? Oh. Because what would end up happening is I would speak in a third person all the time. The bald guy has to be helping. Like, which bald guy? There's a bunch of them. We talking about One Punch Man? Let me play the flute. Welcoming Taout, two brothers. Let's do one more song and I'm out because we gotta go to do a sound bath tomorrow. Just trying to do my part, you know. if I made a music, like a non-talking account, just music account only, should I just call it cosmic? Well, the flute gave me the same effect. Because I could tell. One of the reasons that we got flagged a lot, I remember the first time I got flagged was because I said the word can of worms. And every time you get flagged from there, they don't support it as much. So it's possible, if that might be a plan of action. That may be a plan of action. Just a thought. A non-talking stream, mainly just music. This account right here will be more for spiritual talk, and cosmic would come on if I'm not talking to anybody. Well, at least we're not gonna have a deep discussion or whatever. It'll be okay, off this stream, so we can keep it pure. You know what I mean? Because I'm aware if we start talking, we just talk about some real stuff in here. Sometimes it's very rebellious by nature, awakening, spiritual, because it breaks you from everything that you know, which can be so much holding you, keeping you asleep. That's why it's literally called the Matrix. Thank you, sister. Thank you, everybody, by the way. Diana. It's very intense, and the purity that is, being committed to the purity, it's very difficult. Which is what we talked about today, how difficult it is to just stay to the truth and stay pure, to the service route, and to not be corrupted by many things, because it could be a trap that leads you to more unhappiness. Just speaking. So I think I'll work on that, because I realize I cannot stop talking about things that may be triggering or controversial, especially the system. The truth is painful, and so maybe in the morning it'll be I'll switch back and forth. So if you know that I'm on cosmic, I'm just gonna focus on music, and it's better that way, that I focus on like a 2-hour flow rather than switching back and forth. And 3-hour talk, 2-hour music, 3-hour talk, or 2-hour talk at night, 3-hour music, something like that. So there's meditation for both times. In the morning, do more talking. In the evening, do less talking. 10-hour streams a day. And having more time to create content. So I hope you're enjoying the content that's being created. And yeah. I'm aware that because they want to invest in something that is they can put ads to it, you know. When you start speaking about the truth and things that make people think, it's like, no, don't do that. Just play the game. So one will just be quiet. And I guess I'll just let people know I have a second account called Cosmic Music. So, yeah, because I'm always looking at, because I'm aware even if I make an account and we start talking, we gon' slip. Because I don't know how to not say the truth sometimes, you know. It's not good to talk bad about social media while you're using it and supporting your livelihood. So it doesn't lead people to the truth to be quiet. Yeah, exactly. And so that's why I have to create a system that works for me, because you gotta find, you have to grow. And so whenever I do the live stream for an hour, it's I saw so many people like get banned from their accounts. Yeah. Yes, many people get banned because they don't know how to stay under the radar. Brothers and sisters, I'm doing my best to stay under the radar as much as I can. When I tell y'all that I'm staying under the radar, I'm literally telling you they are partially, you have to learn how to play the game. I'm on the line with this account, but the goal is to make the other account just music. Right? Yeah, so when I say I'm under the radar, I'm censoring a lot of what I'm saying, and of course, I'm aware of there's some things I cannot say because it's not harmonious for the people who aren't ready to hear some things. And because if you just seek, you'll find yourself. I don't have to tell you. But that always keep an open mind. But be careful. Sometimes your mind is so open that you're lost. Find your balance. Anyways, 3 ohms, I'm leaving. Because this will go on and 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 on. Breathing in. Breathing in. Breathing in. Please love your damn self. We'll be out at the park tomorrow, of course. What is your thought on smoking? Respect it. Don't abuse it. If you abuse it, you abuse yourself. If you abuse medicine, you poison yourself. Many people poison themselves with plant medicine, and they have a sticker 420 for life. And I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. Unfortunate.